Hi guys, we're back for day 2 of our benchmark unit 1, week 1 reading, I guess. So you do need your characters, actions, and reactions booklet once again, a highlighter so that you can highlight, and a pen just in case you need to take notes. So for day 2, we're going to be reading a new story called Snow White and the Huntsman. So let me go. And this is on page 6 through 9 of the text. I will only read the first 2 pages for you, and I will assign you the booklet so that you can have that read to you with the link that I'm going to put in Google Classroom, okay? And once again, we want to focus on highlighting some key details, key events in Snow White and the Huntsman. And some things to think about is on page 9, how does the huntsman trick the queen? And then 6 through 9, you want to look at the illustration and see the description of Snow White and how the story, how is she described and how is the visual, okay? So kind of just some things to think about as we are going through the booklet and as you are going through the booklet. Coming over here, I'm on page 6. At the top here, it says Snow White meets the Huntsman. It's an excerpt, which means it's a part of the story, not the full story. So if you want to read the full story, I believe there is some text that you can borrow from a library or something of that sort, maybe even on Epic. I'll have to check it out and look. But it's by Brothers Grimm, and they write a lot of fairy tales. I'm going to begin on paragraph 1. Make sure to have your highlighter ready so that you can go in and highlight with me, okay? I'm looking once again for key events, key details. Once upon a time in midwinter, when the snowflakes were falling like feathers from heaven, a queen sat sewing at her window. The window had a frame of black ebony wood. As she sewed, she looked up at the snow and pricked her finger with her needle. 3 drops of blood fell into the snow. The red on the white looked so beautiful that she thought to herself, if only I had a child as white as snow, as red as blood, and as black as the wood on this frame. So here we have a setup of a character, and the character is somebody of importance because she lives in a castle, right? And it says she's the queen. And what's happening? There's snow, and she did something, and she's thinking something. So she went and she's sewing and she pricked her finger. So I kind of want to highlight that to remember that this character, that was her first kind of action in this story, okay? The character, so the queen, pricked her finger on her needle and then wished that she had a child as white as snow, as red as blood, and as black. So I'll do that right there so that it looks better. Okay. And as black as wood from this frame. So go ahead and highlight that in your booklet. I'll wait for a little bit so that you can do that. And if you need to, you can pause the video and finish highlighting and then replay or hit play again. Paragraph 2. Soon afterward, the queen had a little daughter who was as white as snow, as red as blood, and as black as ebony wood. Therefore, they called her Little Snow White. Sadly, as soon as the child was born, the queen died. So I do want to highlight that part so that we know what's going on. As soon as this child was born, the queen died. And then it says that she is white as snow, red as blood, and black as ebony. Remember that question that I asked you in the beginning? What's the description in the text for Snow White? This is her description right here. Let's keep that in our mind. When we turn to the page where her picture is shown, we'll kind of compare the two, okay? The visual and the text itself. Now over here on page 7, paragraph 3. A year later, the king took himself another wife. She was a beautiful woman, but she was proud and arrogant. She could not stand it if anyone might surpass her in beauty. This queen had a magic mirror. Every morning she stood before it, looked at herself, and said, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who in this land is fairest of all?" To this the mirror answered, "You, my queen, are fairest of all." Then she was satisfied, for she knew that the mirror spoke the truth. So right there, I'm going to just go ahead and make note that the king remarried, okay? and we know that she's beautiful, but she does not like it when other people are more, if she thinks that they're more beautiful than her. So she does not like that, okay? And she has a magic mirror. And this is her conversation with her magic mirror. So I might make a note on the side here, and you can do the same. I kind of like making an arrow. Looks like a funny arrow. An arrow, and then just putting that, this is the conversation that she had with her mirror, okay? So that we kind of remember that part. Down to paragraph 9. Snow White grew up and became ever more beautiful. When she was 7 years old, she was beautiful as the light of day, even more beautiful than the queen herself. So we want to know that part for sure. That is important. As she grew up, she got more beautiful than the queen. Well, do you think that might be a problem for Snow White? Make a prediction right about here. And then your job is to go into your booklet reading assignment that I sent you so that you can open this up and have it read to you. There's a button at the top that you can click so that somebody else can read this to you, because if I sit here and read for too long, it might take too long for you. So it's going to start at page 8 and 9. You're going to read on, okay, paragraphs 10 to 21, kind of see if you can underline some more key events in this story. You might find 2 over here, and you might find another 2 or 3 over here, okay? Once you're done with that, we're going to go onto Google Meet, and we're going to talk about these key events and see if we can use it to write a summary for Snow White Meets the Huntsman. So I'm going to go back over here, and then at the end of the day today, you'll be comparing, the 2 texts and telling me which one you like better and why. So that is what we have for today for ELA. I'll see you next time. Bye.